bored of hearing my testimonials at the beginning, you've got about 2 and a bit minutes to grab yourselves a cup of tea, cup of coffee, maybe a glass of wine. So I've got myself a little cheeky glass of wine and maybe some Vegemite on toast. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to be introducing the wonderful, sensational, incredible Denise Mortimer.
Finally got an interview for the dream job, and after working with him, I got it, and it was simple and it was easy.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the journey.
Oh, has it helped? Yes, it absolutely has. It's definitely helped in knowing the market a lot better and knowing how to how to put myself out there. Like, I would never ever have touched my LinkedIn ever. I didn't see LinkedIn as a valuable resource at all. So in saying that, it already has proven to be.
It's what I say. I think you guys are great and change people's lives, and it makes a lot of difference.
You deliver at a very high level.
It was really enjoyable. You learn a lot. It was really easy going step by step.
Questions before when they do. So that was, I think session 5, the interview session, if you ask me, was my favorite out of all the 6 sessions.
So it's not only helped me in my personal branding, but it's helped me now on the business side, where I feel very, very capable to go into,
Hey, super legends, superheroes, and megastars. Welcome to another episode of Hot Hire 6 and 7 Figure Coaches on Fire. We are absolutely going to rip it up today. And this episode is going to take a little bit of a different twist, because I was just speaking to Denise before and I was checking out her page. She's gone viral on TikTok. So I'm going to want her to share her journey and also get to know a bit about her background and her journey into coaching. So it's going to be awesome. So I first met Denise, or Denise was on the charity event that we done about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And she was one of the people, the amazing humans that stood out with the content that she shared. So I'm really excited. She's got awesome energy. She's really fun, and she's absolutely killing it in her business. And one of her clients done $1 million in a month. So I just want you to imagine that. That's $1 million in a month. Like, I think most people probably don't even do that in a long time, in a very, very long time. So without any further ado, I want to give a big, massive, warm welcome to the high performance magical mind shift coach, Denise Mortimer. Let's give her a big, massive welcome. Hey, Denise, how are you?
I'm super duper. How are you doing?
I am amazing, absolutely amazing. So I just want to firstly say thank you for the charity event, because your contribution, the value that you offered was just fire. So don't tell the rest, but yours was one of my favorites, like everything that you shared.
I bet you say that to everybody.
No, no. And so do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? And I'd love for you to speak about your client that's hit $1 million, because that is frigging awesome. And also how you've sort of built your brand and how you've gone, viral on TikTok. I think that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Okay, so for a bit about me, client who hit $1 million, viral on TikTok. Is that the order of events?
Yeah, we'll just fly. Whatever you want to talk about.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm an older person in this online world. My daughter got me into the online world, and long story short, I was working in the health service in the UK from New York originally. She said, "Why don't you do coaching online?" I was like, "How on earth do you coach online?" I had no idea. So I'm going back like five and a half years, and she taught me everything I knew. So my daughter taught me everything I knew to get online. She mentored me, and I just took off from there. Like, I went online as a coach, and I had to learn so many business skills and technical skills that I then started doing business coaching, because I'm like, I have all the skills, I have all the knowledge, I've paid for it all, and I'm putting into practice, and it works like a charm. But then I started finding that my clients weren't necessarily getting the same results that I was getting. And I was like, why are they not getting the same results as me? I'm like, just do what I say to do what I say to do. Just follow me. I used to teach keep fit classes, and it was just like, just follow my move and we'll all get fit, but,
Yeah.
but it wasn't happening. And then about 3 and a bit years ago, I was introduced to a hypnotic process called rapid transformation therapy. And that is my 90-minute miracle, my magic miracle. It's rapid transformation. But it's the thing is, with anything, when someone else takes it, we then have our own energy and our own words and our own sort of, we cast our own version of it. So I do rapid transformation therapy with clients. And I started doing that because when I experienced it myself, and I would have told you, Dre, that it was a bunch of rubbish, that I've been like, I've done so many healing modalities on myself that I didn't think it was possible, that there was something that I missed somewhere along the way. And then when I experienced this, I was blown away. I don't know if you've ever experienced it yourself. Have you experienced rapid transformation?
Yeah. That's is that like, does that come from like the Tony Robbins world?
No. A woman named Marissa Peer created rapid transformation. But what it is, it's like, it seems to be like most of these things are. It's like an infusion of the best of, like NLP is like the best of all. So rapid transformation is a hypnotic process that integrates some of the best, and it allows people to let go of subconscious emotions that they took on since they were children. So when I experienced it myself, and I felt this sense of freedom that I never felt. Like, imagine this, if you can, scrolling through social media and not feeling triggered by anybody. And feeling so confident in yourself, knowing that you have like a tremendous, you are here with a tremendous gift to offer. So I felt so liberated after I experienced that. And then I was like, this is the missing piece that I need for my clients. So I trained in it. And ever since then, my clients be getting, phenomenal results after phenomenal result after phenomenal result. And nobody has been more surprised than me on occasion when someone will message me the next day and tell me they've made a significant sum of money. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to book a session with me. So it's working like magic. But I will go back to my client who made $1 million in a month. And it wasn't overnight, and it wasn't even over weeks. It took her a couple of years to get there. But what happened, what I did do with her, is we had a really powerful, what was the best subconscious clearing that I had at that time before I did RTT, the rapid transformation stuff. And it was just like a 45-minute session to clear some of the blocks. Most of it derived from like the world of NLP. And she cleared some stuff that had been holding her back. She was already someone who was really, really driven, but she was just like, almost like, I don't know, like trapped under the ice, like, banging for a way out of under the ice. And, we just put that ice pick in there and got rid of it. And she just, as soon as she came out of that and she got rid of those old emotions, those old connections to the past, she'd gone from being, she was Australian lady. She went from being $40,000 in debt to making $15,000 that week, and then going on to running retreats. And she's one of the top NLP trainers over in Australia now. So she's just absolutely killing it. And when I messaged her, I don't know, a year ago, and I said, how are you doing? Like, what happened as a result of our session? And she was like, that session changed everything for me. Of course, she's had other mentors along the way now. She's been doing this for a while, but she said that session was so transformational for me. It was you know, you have those moments in time where you can pin down the biggest thing happened. Then she said it was absolutely that session that changed everything for her.
Wow. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. I thought I knew what RTT was, but yeah, I haven't experienced it, or yeah, I don't know much about it. So thank you for sharing. So can you talk to us a little bit about TikTok?
I will talk to you about TikTok. So
Yeah.
well, I do want to say one more thing about rapid transformation, because it is, I know there are a lot of modalities out there, but this is one that when you experience it, it suddenly brought together everything that I study. I love law of attraction. I actually have an academic master's degree in positive psychology. So I believe in marrying, you know, the science and the woo-woo stuff all together, so that there's credibility behind everything that I do. And when I experienced rapid transformation, and when my clients experience rapid transformation, what it does is when you get rid of negative emotions like guilt and shame, and because they're the lowest vibrating emotions, when you get rid of guilt and shame, you rise to a higher level of consciousness, a higher frequency, and you can attract at a different level. So this is what was happening with my clients. So people who were absolutely brilliant at what they do were struggling because they had old emotions stuck in their system. And as soon as we get rid of them, it's like popping a balloon. It's like it bursts and you can never go back again. You can't. It's freaking amazing.
I love that. I love that. And this is all like 90-minute session with you. So 90 minutes. Boom.
Yeah. It's 90-minute sessions, and people there's, I don't know, there seems to be a school of thought that, like, you know, if you had this painful childhood, that you then have to spend the rest of your adult life trying to heal from it. It actually happens really quickly. It's letting go of those emotions that are trapped, that they end up at a cellular level. They're not just in your mind. They end up in your cells. You end up mentally ill or physically ill if you don't, like, it will express itself somehow. So if you take the proactive action to actually clear it yourself, like when you get to a point when you're sick of hearing yourself telling the same stories and you think, I need a way out of this, that's when the magic happens. That's because you literally, you would know this anyway. We can't make someone want to change. We may want them to change, but we can't make them want it more than they want it themselves. So when they come to me, they're ready for the change. They don't really know what to expect. But when you're free of guilt and shame, just the most important thing is, remember, guilt and shame are the lowest vibrating human emotions. And when I distill my clients' journeys, everyone has got some level of guilt, shame, disempowerment at that low level. When we let go of it, they just rise to the top. Law of attraction becomes activated in a way that they want rather than in a way they don't want. Does that make sense?
Oh, mate, yeah, it's crystal clear. So do you work with only high performers, like entrepreneurs, like business people, or do you work with, you know, if there was someone like in corporate that was in, I guess, you know, like a normal job or something, and they came to you and they're like, oh, Denise, can I have a session with you? Can I work with you? Is that, are you?
And everyone who's open to it, you know, it's nice to niche. Like, I started working with people who wanted to break through money blocks, because I was like, wow, like, as I said, no one was more surprised than me when my clients started making a lot of money. I'm like, I never set out to be a money coach, but this seems to work with money. Okay, let's go where the universe is. Let's follow the breadcrumbs. Like, universe is telling me to go here, I'll go here. But anyone, I mean, people have recovered from, I had a client who had fibromyalgia for a number of years. She couldn't work for 6 years. No word of a lie. She recovered from that. She has no symptoms anymore. She's back at work. So this is what I mean. It causes physical symptoms. It causes mental symptoms when you don't express those emotions. So having a channel to release all that just changes everything. And you can't explain it until you feel it. It would be like trying to explain to someone what it's like to get into a pool and feel what the water's like. It's like you won't know till you get in. You have to experience it to be able to say, oh my God, it's like the best thing I've ever done.
I love that. Yeah, thank you. And
Now
yeah, TikTok. Yeah. So TikTok. So like, how long have you been on TikTok? And can you tell us about your experience and like your journey using it?
Okay, so I started like everyone, I think, like during lockdowns in UK somewhere in 2020 or 2021, I started a TikTok account. Didn't know what on earth I was doing. I put like 4 videos up and didn't really do anything. I was like, oh, I got like 86 people watch my video. I'm like, that's cool. That's probably more than I normally get watching anything, even on Facebook, which is my favorite social media platform. Like, I felt like I was so in love with Facebook. And because it's, brought me 6-figure income, and it's been a wonderful place. But then I was part of another paid program, and this woman did a masterclass, and I just listened to her masterclass, and I rarely do this, but I then went back to the masterclass like 5 times, and like, I don't know if you watch things, right? Like if I go back to something 5 times, I'm like, I'm so into this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Like, me and Facebook, like, the relationship is dead. We're not having a great time anymore. It felt like the Hunger Games, like everyone's trying to vie for pole position. Like, how much money have you earned, and how much better are you than? And I'm like, I'm tired of this game. I want to be of service. I want to do what I do. I want to just like deliver to the people who want to hear me. I don't want to be fighting for attention. That's energy draining. So I think it was like the 7th of July 2022. Where are we now? We're on a month and 10 days ago. Yeah. So 40 days ago. 40 days. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you what's happened in 40 days. I started implementing some of the things that I learned in the masterclass to get my TikTok profile going. And I've just fallen in love with the platform. And literally yesterday, the 16th of August, I hit over 500,000 views on just one video. And I woke up this morning and it's 533,000 views. So I got 33,000 more people watch. I think this is going to hit 1 million. It's insane. And I will tell you something else. Like, I don't deal with the millions. I've never dealt with millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people even. So suddenly it's a little bit dysregulating, but I had to sort of sit back and like calibrate to a new level that my brand is being seen by so many people. So you want to know what I'm doing now, don't you? You want to know
You don't have to tell me now. You can tell me later, but it's you don't have to tell us your secrets, but I'd love you to share, what's happened.
What I'm absolutely loving about it is, number one, I'm getting to show up as me. This is what's so important on TikTok. There's room for everyone. There's room for a 50-year-old dad who is on there dancing while he's at work, and he's got 60,000 followers. And there's room for professionals. There's room for psychologists. Like, there's all sorts of professional people on there. It's not for kids dancing anymore. That was like that was almost like during lockdown. It was almost something for kids to do. It was an opportunity for them to do something other than just be bored all the time. And now it is going to be the most significant social media platform. You're going to hear more and more and more about it. And right now, like, if you're a business and you're not on there, you are missing such a stroke, because there are more consumers on there than there are content creators. So getting on there right now and knowing what to do. I don't know what the ratio is, but I know that there's definitely more, and it's like 0.5% of people have over 1,000 followers. And in the last 6 weeks or whatever it's been, I'm only like 18,500 followers. Like, it's just grown. I started with 86 followers. That's what I had when I started on the 7th of July. And you've got to be consistent with it. So like, the keys to TikTok is be consistent with it. And you can save your drafts. So you can bulk record things and just save it in a draft. So you don't have to be sitting there all day long. And they're doing videos now up to 10 minutes long, but I'm just doing like, you've got 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 minute options. And the 10 minute I haven't got available to me yet, but some people have that. But it's like quick to consume content. It's just like give people like an undeniable positive experience of who you are, what you're about, like add value to their lives. And that's all I've been doing is adding value in like just when the moment takes me, just letting something. But I think the biggest secret is, are you ready for the biggest secret?
Yes, please. Yes.
I'm going to whisper it.
All right. All right.
The biggest secret on my account, I don't know if this is going to be true for everyone. People love to do things. People love to do things. So they love to be like, I do hypnotherapy, I do NLP, I do business stuff. I love manifestation techniques. I love anything law of attraction. So I've brought it all together. And my viral video is a 3-minute hypnosis for success. It's called Rapid Hypnosis for Success. And I sat here in this very room and I just, off the top of my head, just went through it. I'm like, I'm going to do a very quick hypnosis. I had no idea it was going to be received the way it's been received. And it's just been insane. It's just been absolutely insane.
That's amazing. I just want to say, Denise, thank you for sharing. I've got a couple of questions before you go. Like, number one, what's the best way for people to get hold of you and to work with you?
Right now, find me on Facebook, Denise Mortimer, or come on to TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok. Get on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. It's at Denise Mortimer on TikTok.
Okay.
Come and follow me. Ask me anything on there. You can see if you come and if you've got a good eagle eye, you can just assess look at what I'm doing and deconstruct my videos, and you can see the secret. The secret is not a secret. It's all there. It's all there. Yeah. Come and deconstruct it and see. So come and follow me on TikTok.
Denise, every time, so much value. You're always giving so much value. All right, very last question. So do you have either a dad joke, maybe one of your like best dance moves, or something inspirational, like maybe a quote, something empowering that you'd like to leave us with today? I have
the best joke ever. What do you have in common with the scarecrow?
Oh, okay. I can maybe guess.
You're both outstanding in your field.
Denise, I just want to say a massive, huge thank you for coming on today. And also, so I know sort of at the very last minute before we jumped on, I was like, oh, can we just change it like a little bit? So I appreciate you sharing a little bit about your story, how you've gone viral, and your client that's done $1 million a month, which is just sensational. That's huge. So once again, you're amazing. You're just a beautiful human, beautiful soul. And yeah, can't wait to catch up.
Thank you so much for having me.